Hi guys, welcome back to another meal prep video. I want to apologize in advance for my voice, and when I was doing some of the voiceovers I had struggled just a little bit, so apologize for any slip-ups through there. But I prepped a little bit of everything today. I prepped some breakfast, some lunch, and also did some dinner prep to help me out throughout the week. So let's get into the video. So the first thing I'm prepping is the Hungry Girl Scoopable Apple Pie. I love this recipe. I will have her original recipe linked down below. I do change it just a little bit, so I will tell you those changes. So this is 0 smart points, and I'm going to be serving this with some yogurt and also my granola. So I am halving the recipe. So I'm taking, I think I have like 4 or 5 small to medium apples. I'm going to go ahead and slice those and peel them. Put those into my slow cooker, and then meanwhile I'm going to take a tablespoon of cornstarch and mix that with a half of a cup of water, and I'll put that in there with the apples. And then I'm going to take about 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice and a splash of vanilla extract. Now she does add lemon juice and sweetener to hers, but I usually get really sweet apples, so I don't ever use the sweetener in it. And I'm not, with the lemon juice, I usually just forget to do it, honestly, but I also just am used to not using it, so I don't use that. So you want to go ahead and cook it in your slow cooker for 1.5 hours on high, and it comes out just like this. It is so super good, and I can't wait to have this for a snack this week. So the next thing I'm going to prep is some 2-ingredient dough pizzas, and I'm going to be having some barbecue chicken pizzas for lunch this week. So I am taking 1 cup of self-rising flour, and I do reserve a little bit of the flour to put on my board, and I'm adding to that some garlic powder and onion powder. And then I'm going to add in 1 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. So I don't have a mixer, so I have to do this with my hands. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this all together, and I'm going to knead it a little bit and then put it down on my surface with a little bit of the flour that I reserved. I'm making 4 pizza doughs out of this. So I'm going to cut mine into 4 different balls and just roll them out. And I don't roll these out really super perfect. I really don't care what shapes they are. So that's why they are all a little bit different. And then I'm going to bake these in the oven at 375 for about 20 minutes until they are done. And now that they are done, I'm going to go ahead and store them in a Ziploc bag until I need them for lunch. So next up, I'm going to make some sandwich thin breakfast sandwiches. I'm going to start off by making 3 over medium eggs. I like runny eggs, but for sandwiches, I prefer to do over medium. It just makes them easier to eat. So now that my 3 eggs are done, I'm going to go ahead and put a teaspoon of light mayo on the bottom of each of the sandwich thins. I know, sounds weird, you guys, but it is totally so good. So if you've not tried mayo on your breakfast sandwich, you should try it. So I'm going to put a teaspoon on each of these. And on top of that, I'm going to add the egg. And then I'm going to do a couple slices of this Deli Fresh Mesquite smoked turkey breast. And that is going to be 0 smart points because I'm using less than a serving. And then I'm just going to top it with the other sandwich thin. Go ahead and add cheese on this if you'd like. I just want to do no cheese on this one. The sandwich thin itself is 4 points, so this is going to be a 4-point breakfast sandwich. So next I'm going to go ahead and grill some chicken in my air fryer. I just use some onion salt and then also some of the 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. So I'm just going to sprinkle that all on there, then put it into my air fryer. I cook this at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes, flip it and cook it for another 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm going to be using this for all my lunches this week. I plan on doing the barbecue chicken pizzas. I'm also going to do just chicken pita wraps, and then also chicken salads. So this is just going to be the base for all of my lunches this week. So I need to make some more Skinny Kitchen Ranch to go with my salads this week. So I am taking 1/2 of a cup of light mayo. To that I'm adding in 1 3/4 cup of buttermilk. And then I'm adding in 2 packages of the buttermilk recipe ranch dressing mix. I learned this trick from Molly over at Classically Molly. This is the way she makes hers, and it is so super good, you guys. You've got to try it. It's like 1 smart point for like 2 or 3 tablespoons. So good. So I'm going to have this on my salads all the week. And I like to store mine in a mason jar. And as far as the expiration date, I just go by the ingredients. So just by what the buttermilk is. So mine is going to be good through the entire week. So for another snack, I'm going to have hummus and veggies. So I'm going to go ahead and get that ready. I'm weighing out the hummus in these little cups that I got off of Amazon. I've heard from people that you can get them at Kroger. We don't have a Kroger, so the only place I can find them is at Amazon. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and weigh those out for a serving and just have those ready in the refrigerator. And then also I'm going to put together some little bags with some carrots and sugar snap peas, and that's what I'll have my hummus with. And I'm going to go ahead and weigh out my granola since I know I'm going to have this several times this week. So I am just weighing out 5 little snack bags of the granola. This is the Pro Granola I got from Amazon. It is super good. It has so much fiber in it. So I am definitely want to eat this every day so I can get my fiber up. So I will have a link to this granola in the description box. So I had a package of turkey bacon in my refrigerator left over from last week. So I went ahead and cooked that up in my air fryer. I cook it at 380 degrees for about 5 to 6 minutes, depending on how crispy you like your bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and just chop up my veggies that I'm going to be having for dinners this week. So for one of my dinners, we're having chef salad. And so I needed to cut up some mushrooms and some green onions and red onions. So I went ahead and just chopped all those up and got those ready for dinner. And then for another dinner this week, I'm having chicken fajitas. So I thought I would just go ahead and chop up the bell peppers I'll be using for the fajitas. And then for another dinner, we're having sloppy joes. So I wanted to chop up the green bell pepper into just little diced pieces. And then lastly, the other dinner this week is a chicken Philly cheesesteak recipe. And so I need some green peppers for that as well, but in strips. So I went ahead and just cut 2 green bell peppers into strips. And then the last part of dinner prep is to get the chicken ready. So for the chicken fajitas and for the chicken Philly cheesesteak recipes, I would need just chicken strips. So I went ahead and just cut my batch of chicken up into little strips and separated those out into 2 different gallon size Ziploc bags that I can just toss into the freezer and pull out the day before I need them for dinner. So thank you so much for watching another meal prep video. Please subscribe if you have not already done so and hit the notification bell. I will have a list of all my meal prep videos down below in a playlist. Also linked down there will be the recipes that I mentioned and also any meal prep containers that I use and that I purchase off of Amazon. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.